Hello everybody, are we live? Yay! Let's see if we're in landscape orientation or if we're in portrait. I don't know if we're in portrait or if we're in landscape, so hold on, let me see if we're in. Yay guys! Yay guys! I'm sorry I went 15 minutes late. Sorry about that. I forgot I did not have my computer turned. I didn't have my computer volume turned off. So today we're doing mermaids. We're continuing the picture that we started last week. So it's Creative Haven month. So we're gonna continue. This is what we did during the first part of it. We used Blick pencils. Hi Sharon, how are you? I had some problems getting it into landscape mode. I always seem to have a problem with getting it in landscape mode. Yeah, I know, but there's more to this picture. It's just right now. Hold on. See, some of this is perforated, so I may have to go sideways, guys. So we were coloring with our Blick pencils, but I want to show you guys something. So this is what it looks like sideways. See, you guys, when I move it like this, it comes out. It cuts off part of the photo, you know, but this was the best that I could do it. I tried to raise the legs up higher, and it kept cutting me off when I tried to raise the legs to be higher of the tripod, so. Plus, it didn't want to stay still. So, guys, I got 2 new things in the mail. Who wants to see the new stuff? I didn't get much new stuff in. Hi, Susan, Howard, how are you guys? If you guys can tell people that I'm live, and I finally got the orientation right after watching 5 YouTube videos on how to put your camera in a landscape. So the first thing I got was fairies. I got the first of my 3-issue subscription to Color in Heaven magazine. This is the Fairies and Friends special. Guys, I'm just gonna move this out of the way so you guys don't get. So this has beautiful pictures. This is from Meredith Dillman. She is also the author of Fairies and Foxes, and she has another coloring book out, I believe. So this is the first of a 3-issue trial subscription that I'm on. So some of you may have seen Coloring with Claire. I think Zoe Archer had it, and I think someone else just put up the next issue, which is going to be The Strangeling. The people who live in England get it 1 month before us, so we get to see what the next issue is before we actually get it. So the next one is going to be The Art of Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So this is some of what's new, and this is some of what you're going to do, because I've already filmed the flip through of this. So there will be and they are perforated, these pages. Oh, no, and then if everything is back to front, if it's coming out backwards for you, then how's that, Susan? Because it always comes out reverse. So what is normal to me looks different to you. I may have to color it on the sideways angle. May have to show you some pictures on the sideways angle. These are just some of the images that are. So how do I fix that, Michelle? Because I can't fix it as a mirror. You tell me which way is better for you guys. I can try raising the legs a little bit, but every time I try to raise the legs, it screws up the orientation. I told them not to do mirror. This side is up. Because when I view it, and then I'll give you one more page. This page is really nice. Is this better for you guys? Which way do you like it? This way? Or this way? Okay, this way will be B. This way will be A. So you guys like it this way better? Okay. So A is better. I have to lift the tripod up a little bit. Sorry guys, you see the legs. You see my coaster cup. So the next book I got is this really cute one called Anime Princess Mermaids coloring book. It's really cute. Why is it? Sorry guys, I couldn't see what my thing got stuck. So you guys will let me know if it buffers. So this is really, really cute, girls. Coloring book is really cute. This is by Elena Yakin. She kind of has an anime style. It's really, really cute. So. Her style is really cute and different. Marvin, are you feeling any better lately? Isn't they cute, Michelle? They are really, really cute. I filmed actually 7 more flip throughs today. So, I got to film some flip throughs, but I've also been doing some cleaning. April's here! Yay! Hi, April. I'm so glad you made a stream. You guys get to see. And I'm in my pajama bottoms just because they're really, really comfortable. I actually also went to the supermarket. Oh, I guess that's better news. So you get some really cute images from this one. Then we'll conclude here. So, aren't they adorable? I think that Elena Yakin doesn't get enough credit because she's, she does a very different style of coloring. So now let us go back to the color that we were. And we're using the Dick Blick Studio pencils. And I want purple. Don't know why I want purple suddenly. So, we have a lot of pretty purples in here. A little bit of a pink. Little bit of a pink. Today we're using, some of you guys know, we're using the Blick Studio pencils. These are really nice pencils. I like them a lot. And guys, I might not be streaming tomorrow because I am going to an event called Authors in the City. It is actually a bookish event. For those who know me know that I also love to read, and you know, I also run a book blog, but I don't update it as much since I started the ColorTube channel. So, you know, that's a thing that's in and out of itself. And this sharpener happens to be my favorite sharpener in the whole wide world. This is the M&R sharpener. Great round sharpener. Yes, I'm from New York, Sharon, or can't you tell by the accent? You know, some people go, oh, your accent is so thick. It's like that typical New Yorker like, we're doing the flower in her hair. And if we finish the mermaid picture, then we will be doing, what part of Long Island? You know, everybody assumes, oh, if you sound like you're from New York, they think automatically you must be from the city. Because, you know, different parts of New York City have different accents. I have Ergo Softs, but I think they're way in the back of my drawer over here. I would have to like pull them out. Swear to God, everything falls out when you're trying to clean up. No, because I've been actually been cleaning up and reorganizing my supplies. So, and you know, I've literally been going through what do I really want and what do I really need. You know, it becomes, what sharpener do I use the Ergo Softs for? I haven't actually had to sharpen them, but then again, I don't use my Ergo Softs too often. But if I was to go with an Ergo Soft, I'd probably use this, or I'd use my Tagal. I don't know what I would use, because for my Sohos, I use this. My Sohos are a little bit like my Ergo Soft, so you know what? Let's take an Ergo Soft out if I can get the stuff out. No, that was my Neo 2s. Oh, I also meant to show you guys this too. I got these pencils at Drain Reed for $6. There were 12 of them. And these are what you call 10 gel ink retractable pens. We are using the Blick Studio pencils. So, they're not a bad pencil, Elizabeth. And this color is Pink Rose. But you know, the thing with the Blicks is that I don't have a full set of the 72. I have, what is it, the regular 36 set, the 24 landscape, the 24 portrait ones, right? It was the 24 landscape, the 24 portrait, the 36 pencils. I still need to get the grays, and I need another 36 pencils to complete the set. I might end up buying, no, that's my watercolors. You're gonna actually make me work to get to them. I want to give you guys a longer stream today than I would normally, because I'm not streaming tomorrow. But if I do stream tomorrow, it'll probably be later. So here are the ergo sauce. Now I'm trying to find a pencil that isn't sharpened that much. So here, let's take this one. This one looks like it needs a good sharpener. No, you need the little one. Oh, that's great, Robin. See, this doesn't work that well with this pencil, so it does. See, so for that one, we need to do something else, so I wouldn't recommend the M&R one. So let me see if I can find my other sharpener. This is my trio sharpener. And this sharpens a lot of different pencils. See? And that was the trios. That sharpener is $50. It's like $46.99. I actually did look it up. So for me, that would be a big purchase to invest in the $50. You know, to me, when I buy a pencil sharpener, I don't buy the electric ones because I have no faith in them and they chew up my pencils. And that's just a personal thing. You know, one of the things that I read a lot of is YA. And I haven't been updating my blog as much, and I need to start updating it more because I have fallen way behind on my reading list this year. And so then we're going to put in the little purple. And this one is called Permanent Violet. Oh, Robin, you don't read any YA? Which is young adult. So that's just an indication that I don't use my ergo sauce too often. You know, I like all kinds of books. Mysteries, thrillers. You know, every book is different. You know, just like coloring books are different. And, you know, someone was saying that they couldn't get skin tones. I think it's the right, different readers like different books in YA. Like, I like a lot of YA horror or YA fantasy. But sometimes I feel like that trope can be overdone, right, April? I feel like that trope can be overdone. You guys want to see something that I'm doing with irritant pencils, gel pens, and Prismas? Here's something that I'm doing right now from Pop Manga. This is the first Camilla D'Erico book. Now, this girl was done completely in irritant pencils. The skin tone was done completely with irritant pencils. But if you look up close, you see that when I pull it up, that I made that gel pen. And then if you guys want to see this is what I'm right now doing with the Tin Man, with the robot man. This is 4 Prismacolors on the robot. 4 colors. 4 grays on him. I'm nowhere near done with it, but I thought I'd show you something in progress. See, this is the Tombow irritant pencils in work. So I just want to show you guys just what you can do with Tombows, but it takes practice and learning your pencils too. You don't always get these results right away. A lot of what I do takes practice because it's a different feel. You know, I like every pencil is going to be slightly different. You know, it's, there, all the purple is done. But someone was asking me, how do you make a blend with 3 colors? Well, the way you make a blend with 3 colors, and I'm going to take my sketchbook here. Oh. Now, how you do how you do blending, I always go light to dark. It's not easy to do a blend, Sharon. So what I do is I put down my lightest color. I'm just using this. This is my sketchbook. What I do is go really light with my light color. Right? Then with your medium color, you go light too. You really see how much it works. But you don't want to go too dark with your medium color. And then with your dark color, but you put on your darkest color last. And you see how it works. Also, paper is going to determine how you can do the blend. So that's just a quick example of a blend. So that's my thing about blending. Jennifer Stay has this rule about rules of 3s. So that's just something that you can pick up from that. I picked up from Jennifer Stay. I'm just putting this back. I think I got that from here. I do not know where I got this purple from. That is very odd. So now I'm looking for sea blue. Now I'm looking for grays again. Looking for grays again. I had 2 grays last time. There's the other gray. Sometimes you're, well, you know, for me the sketchbook has become a very essential tool. You know, when I say the sketchbook is an essential tool for colorists, I don't mean you have to get one, but you should get one just because it teaches you, it shows you, and plus you can go as hard as you want on that paper without fear of ruining it. Robin, I have so many titles to read on that Gallianita Weiss, it's not even funny. I need to play catch up on that. So, plus Jennifer Armentrout is going to be there. Jay Cronover is going to be one of the people signing. So those are 2 artists that I really love and enjoy their work tremendously. So if you go lighter, you can do more with your pencils, I found. Because I used to be just a plain, you know, those who know me know that when I started, I was a heavy-handed colorist. And when you go lighter, you go much different. I know, I still got to write the review for Fever Song. I finished it last week and I still haven't written the review. I feel awful about that. You know, because real life kept getting in the way of things. So, for the stream-a-thon on August 25th, I do not know what time I'm going to be streaming because someone else decided that they wanted to go and stream on that time. So also, we're going to be moving up our time now in the summertime, because when I try to stream from 5 to 6 o'clock at night, for some reason my phone acts up and it does not like how hot it is in this room. Really? That's an interesting thing. You know, thing about me is I started off as a book blogger, and then I got into coloring, and which led to me doing color tube April. So come on, guys. Let's try something. I have not tried these at all. And these are, what are these? Wexford retractable gel pens. We were going to color this strictly with, oh, with the little thing on it. Ooh, they're nice. Ooh, very nice. There's only 10 colors in it, so. So. That's nice, actually. It is hard to catch up with Neck Alley and everything. So I hope you guys informed people that I was streaming. Oh, she did. Thank you, Michelle. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to know. How many people we got here? 21. Video reviews are a lot tougher to do, in my opinion. But you can always edit them, trim things out if you don't like something. So, I just wanted to test those. These are very vivid, actually. I've never had a retractable gel pens before, so that should be very interesting to see how those perform at another time. So, this is what happens when you... I think you would be awesome at it, Robin. You know, you should try doing it. And this color is called pea green. Ooh, that's nice, actually. So I like this girl. She's coming out nicely. Hi, Lori. Hello, Phoenix. I think you'd be awesome at it, Robin. You really would be awesome. Yes, you can post your blog here if you want. I don't mind. It's good traffic. You know, this is a great way to get people to look at you. It's a great way to turn on awareness of a product. You know. You know, when I first started doing color tube, I was simply doing flip throughs. I still need to watch Dee Dee's coloring book collection video, the 4-hour live stream that she did. I'm lucky if I read 2 or 3. I'm lucky if I read 1 book a week now because of the color tube, you know, and doing the videos. If we finish her today, guys, I might want to do either Beautiful Angels or a Cats and Dogs video. Because I do want to do something for Shalene's color along too, for August. New York City, Manhattan. Okay. Oh, I missed some of the... I actually, guys, missed some of the... I actually missed some of the rock. Nope, that's not the right color. Can't believe I missed that yesterday. Last time we won the stream. That I missed that little piece of that. I know, it's the thing that you don't think is going to be the most viewed. April ends up being the most viewed. Like, I didn't think the top 10 books I would take to a desert island would be the top book review on my channel. But it is. It's the little reviews that you don't realize are the top rated ones you do. So, guys, let's see what blue I would like to make the cup. That's ice blue. No, that's sky blue. And light blue. I'm looking at what other, like, I noticed that I have a lot of repeat blues in this thing. It's weird because I have a lot of azure blue. Okay. So, this is ice blue and light blue. So I'm going to lift this up, guys, so you can see what I'm doing a little bit here. What I'm doing is putting down my base tone. See, it looks very light, but it's actually not as light as it's coming out on camera. And then this one is the light blue. You see how different the color looks when you apply that second layer. You know, the thing about coloring is it becomes like a blank canvas in some ways. And I found with certain colors that I have to put a lighter color down just to give it a little bit of a vibrant look. You know, Michelle, those groups always do very well on Facebook if you have the right people join the group. So now, You know, you have to have the right people join the groups, Michelle. And guys, there's an author, and I want to talk to you guys about this, even though I know it's Creative Haven Month. Um, there's an author. Her name is Meadowhaven. She goes by Meadowhaven. Her actual name is Adrienne Laurel or Del Lorraine. I forget, but she has a Kickstarter that she's starting to get a coloring book, and the book would be called Meadowhaven. But her art is absolutely, guys, her art is beautiful. She sells some really amazing pieces on Etsy. I just love her I love her style, and I'm so glad that she started a Kickstarter, but she kind of needs help because she's not there yet, and I don't know if she's gonna reach her goal of doing a Kickstarter for this book. So if you can go to Kickstarter and do the Meadowhaven book. Hold on, guys, let me find the Kickstarter link for you guys so I can put that in. Her name is Adele Lorraine, and she has a wonderful style of art. I would love it if you guys could help her and get this thing. I am going to put something in here. Guys, she has done some beautiful work, so I'd like it if we could, at least some of us, if you're able to support this artist and get her book possibly published. That would mean the world to her. And there's different tiers and different levels, so far 6,000 of the 11,000 something goal has been reached, so. I put down the link down there before so you guys can see that. You know, I'm all about supporting independent artists who may not have the means to publish traditionally. So who here watches American Horror Story? I'm so glad it's coming back. What is stunning, the images or the picture I'm working on? So. I think American Horror Story, those first few seasons, was so good. Third Hotel was a little more of a brutal introduction to a series. But I have loved every season in a different way. Guys, so if you guys can support her by helping her get her book, that would be amazing. I really like to support independent artists and their work because they don't get, I don't want to say they get kind of short-staffed by the, you know, I found her on Etsy via someone else. I don't remember who recommended her to me, but I think I was buying, an image or a set of images off Christine Karen, and somehow she popped up. You know, when you go, oh, if you like this, you'll like this person. I think that's what happened because I was looking at some of Christine Karen's work, and she popped up, and that's how I found out about her. And then because I asked her about a coloring book, she goes, we will see. And so then a few weeks ago I wouldn't say a few weeks, maybe a week or two ago, that I got a notice in my email that she was starting a Kickstarter. So I think it's important to promote those of us who who can support those of the artists that are independent and may not have access to a big publisher. You know, I got a NetGalley invite for Rule, but I didn't take it since I already had a physical arc of that Robin. I didn't feel it was right for me to take a digital arc when I already have a paper arc of it from BEA. The thing about me is that I had to learn how to be lighter handed. A lot of people say that I'm too heavy handed with my pencils. You know, that may be true in the beginning when I first started this, but you know, using markers, brush pens, that has really helped tremendously with how I use my color and stuff. Wow. It's all about managing and keeping things low. And I got to start reading again more. Because it's one of those things that I really used to love, and then I got into color too. So now I have to learn to strike a, what do you call? A balance. I'm just starting to learn how to color with light-handedness. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to this season of American Horror Story because it's supposed to focus on the baby that was born in season 1 that lived. And yes, we got confirmation that Jessica Lange is back in American Horror Story, so I am really excited because for the last few years she wasn't on the show. I always kind of felt sad that she wasn't on the show because I thought her characters have always been great, and she'll be playing Constance again. So that's, yeah, that's what this season's going to focus on, April. Plus, it's going to cross over. If you saw the trailer for season 8, there's a montage. There's a trailer where they do a montage of all the seasons, but they go. One of the trailers that I saw said it began here, which they show the murder house. Then it goes, you escaped the asylum and had asylum. 3, you protected the coven. You attended a freak show. You checked into a hotel. You survived the Roanoke massacre. Then you joined the cult. Now the story comes together. So, you know, I'm kind of intrigued to see what they do with this season. I thought 1 was excellent. I'm hoping that they'll bring back Connie Brennan, but you never know with them. Elizabeth, every season has been a different story. But they said the story's going to come together from the previous seasons. You know, season 1 was about a house that we affectionately called Murder House. Second season was the asylum. Season 3 was the coven. Season 4 was Freak Show. Season 5 was Hotel. Season 6 was Roanoke. Season 7 was Cult. So every season it tells a different story, but sometimes you'll see the same actors in different roles. So it's the same actors, but every season has been has been a different plot and story. So it's like it's not the same story. It has a lot of the same recurrent actors in it, like Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, for a while Jessica Lange, but the last, what was it, Roanoke? No, Hotel Roanoke and Colt didn't have her. So for the last 3 years, Jessica Lange has not been in the show. But let me tell you something. She has been amazing. She was amazing those first 4 seasons. I loved every character that she played on Horror Story. I think she was an amazing, amazing actress. Excuse me, guys, while I take some water. Talking can get I don't think it's any more gruesome than what you would see in other places, Sarah. It can be, I think it can be, April, gruesome at times, but you know that going into it. If you know that going into it, you should be fine. I think 5, which was Hotel, had a really, really, had a really brutal beginning, more brutal than normal. Oh no, our tip is getting blunt. I've never watched Bates Motel, so I can't comment on a show I don't watch. So, maybe one day I'll, what do you call it? Binge it on Netflix. Because that's how I did American Horror Story season 1, because I watched every season except season 1 from when it aired. You know, I started off with season 2, the Asylum. You know, when you watch American Horror Story back the second time, sometimes catch things that you didn't catch the first time. And it's really hard, you know, sometimes you pick up little details that were little, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't catch that. And if you go back to American Horror Story season 1, they had planted a little Easter egg for Renault, because one of the women, Billie Dean's character, which was Sarah Paulson's character in that first season, mentioned Renault. So, and you really didn't put it together unless you have watched all the seasons like I have. So, there were little Easter eggs for the seasons. So, I am waiting for Game of Thrones, but I need other things too. Did anybody see the new Outlander trailer? I'm looking forward to so much good TV in the fall. I mean, we've got Outlander, we've got the new season of Doctor Who. What's any good? Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones is a really good show. I am a big Whovian fan. I love Doctor Who. From the very first moment, my doctor that I grew up with was Tom. You know, as a child, my doctor was what was his name? The fourth doctor. I can't remember his name. But he would always tap his nose and go, just so you know. You know, guys, I can't believe I've been streaming almost 51 minutes already. Wow. And don't forget, guys, to like this video and thumbs up it, because that helps us get into the more liked videos. Plus, in September, I'm going to, like, late September, but don't worry, guys. That week that I'm going to visit my brother and my niece for the first time, I have not met my niece in over a year. And, you know, it was just really bad timing when they had the kid's birthday, when she turned 3 months old, because, you know, I had to, you know, the best place to start is to start from this Doctor Who. If you're going to start Doctor Who, in my opinion, you could go Classic Who, or you could go Modern Who. Now, people say Modern Who starts with Christopher Eccleston, which is where the start of the current season, of the current series starts. Like, I really liked Christopher Eccleston a lot. Then I really liked David Tennant's I thought David Tennant was such a great doctor. You know, it's hard to compare him. And then there was Matt Smith, and he did such a great job. You know, everybody does such a great job with different things. You know, everybody. So everybody does something different. Is anybody having resolution problems or buffering? Because I seem to have buffered for just a second. That's what I'm suggesting. If you're not Doctor Who, you know, Christopher Eccleston gave you a short, you know, get to know. So I think every doctor brings something different to the role. And I would start where April suggested with Christopher Eccleston. Because for most people, he is their first doctor. Because you always remember the doctor of your childhood and then the first doctor of your adulthood. You know, but because they're two different doctors. No, I can't get to that part of the picture, so. I can't get to that part. Not easily, anyway. Sometimes paper does not want to work with you. For the sky, I'm probably going to need a Prismus to finish it off, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh my god, that must have been great. I always like the Daleks when they go, exterminate, 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 April, remember that? Oh my god, the Daleks when they go, you are inferior. And remember the episode, April, where the Cybermen and the Daleks were fighting each other? And then the Cybermen had proposed a kind of compromise with the Daleks, or were trying to, and then the Cybermen go, you are in, Cybermen have computed this, you are inferior. And they go, who you calling inferior? So that was funny. And then they go, exterminate, exterminate. Do you remember that episode, Sharon? It was like one of my favorite episodes because it had the... There was a book today that I was trying to do a flip through and it did not want to let me do the flip through, so I decided to give up on it after trying 5 times to do a flip through of the book. Is that what you call the Cybermen, or do you call the Daleks that one? And you know, next month is Magical September. So guys, you know next month we're gonna do a book we're gonna do a picture out of a Kirby Rosanis book. Why wouldn't your cat have it? Do you guys remember when Anne had a picture of Kenji and he said, I know you all love Mr. Oliver. I am King Kenji of the House Sagittarius. And he goes, I know you all love Oliver, but remember he has blue eyes. We know what blue eyes mean. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you would get the reference to that. Chica is here. Yay! How are you, Chica? Pepper Potts equal Dalek. I think I love the Daleks when they come because I think they're just funny. So, I've also been cleaning up my house, getting rid of stuff, so there's a lot of stuff in my house that needs to be getting rid of. So, I also upgraded my malware protection today. You know, malware slows down your computer, and I happen to have a Mac, so I need to do that. You know, malware is like kind of like the Mac's version of a virus. It's very annoying because you can also get ransomware, and they can hold your computer hostage, and they know you might pay for it. So one thing you do if you're a MacBook owner, and even if you're PC, you would get Norton antivirus and you know all this stuff, but you know, malware helps protect Malwarebytes helps protect your computer. So I upgraded the program. It cost me like $40. It's going to cost me $44 to get it. But I get a year protection. You know, I get all the, you know, you want all the goodies. You want to keep your computer safe, you know. I've had this Mac for now about, what is it now, 2-3 years? And this computer works pretty well, except when it doesn't want to work, and my mother's always using her photo program. Because my mother has joined, what do we call them? Cemetery groups, where they take pictures of art. You know how people, when they color, we have that. But my mother has developed a fascination with, you know, art. Yes, April's right, guys. If you can click on someone's name to get to their channel. Also, guys, if you're having problems with the resolution, you go down to the gear guide where your thing is, and you see a little gear, and that'll tell you where the quality is. So you can adjust the quality of this video if it's coming out blurry for you. Because I film with my phone, so everything is here, but based on the phone. This is taking me a little longer today because we did do a setup today. We had some problems with my setup today. It did not want to go into landscape mode. Then I had to play with it a little bit. Hi, Joetta. Joetta's here. So, we're using Blix, Joetta. Not Prismas, but Blix. Oh, migraines suck. I hate migraines. They're like the worst thing in the world. But you know what's the worst thing? When you get a migraine and you lose time. Love you, April. Have fun taking pictures of beautiful puppies. Do your cats before? I wonder if her cat smelled the dogs on her when she gets home. What are you coloring, Deborah? I always am curious to see what people are coloring during the live stream. I mean, live streams. Oh my God, that's terrible. You ever have a migraine? It's called an ergur. It's called an ergur or an augur, A-U-G-U-R. That's what I understand. And it's like what is it called? It's like you get a bright flash of light, and then it's like an hour later. So it really hurts you when you get those migraines, and you're like, ah. Thank you for coming, Joetta. I hate that when you lose time, though. The worst is when you lose time because you have no idea what you did during that hour. I've had really bad migraines, but since now I go to the dentist regularly. One thing I found out that was causing my migraines. One thing that was causing my migraines was I actually had cavities, and they were bad. They weren't great. They weren't as bad as getting a root canal. But if you have, sometimes if you don't get your cavities fixed or your things happen, you'll get migraines, and that's a sign that something is seriously wrong. So, the ear, nose, throat doctor told me there was nothing wrong with me after she had done a test with me, and she was the one who said, go to your dentist and see if it may be your teeth. So the ear, nose, throat doctor said to me, maybe it's your teeth that are bothering you. There are three things that can cause, well, four things that can actually cause migraines, I found out. The first being your teeth. Hey, Sammy, how are you? Look, blunt tip. Oh, Dazzling Dragons. Didn't Shalene do a flip through of that one recently? Don't worry, Sammy. I'm just sharpening up that pencil. We're coloring with Blick Studio pencils. Don't worry, they're nice and sharp now. But the first thing that can cause migraines, believe it or not, is not checking out your teeth. The second thing that can cause migraines why is this not charging? Charging. Oh no. They say no, it's not buffering. I don't like when my video buffers. Oh, I realized what I didn't do. I didn't put the charger in. Don't worry, I put the charger in now. I got the warning. Okay, guys, we stopped buffering. Oh, Sammy, you're funny. So we're taking the blue. So what we're talking about, migraine. So the first thing could be tooth pain. The second thing could be stress. Believe it or not, stress can trigger a migraine. The third thing that can trigger a migraine is you actually have vision problems. Could be your eyes. So you need to do that. I thought I had my charger in while we were streaming, so I realized I didn't have my charger, so now the charger's in. So now it should be charging so we can go longer. I've been. And the third thing and the fourth thing that can trigger your migraines, believe it or not, is your environment. If your environment's really dusty and dirty, that can trigger a migraine. I found that. So these are the things that can contribute to a migraine. So who's still here? See, Sammy, it's nice and sharp, just like you. You missed the new books. I only had 2 new books, believe it or not. But I'm not happy about what my mailman did with my book, Sammy. He put my new book, this book, he put my new book in, but he folded my new book in half. He folded it in this book. He put it in the mailbox, but instead of putting it in flat in my mailbox, he folded the book in half. Oh, what is that? Vestibular migraines. I've never heard of that. So it was kind of weird that he would do that, Sammy. I don't know why he would do something like that. I don't understand why they couldn't just put the thing with my doorman instead of leaving it in my mailbox, which is tiny, which really is meant for just regular envelope mail. My package mail, which comes like, all the books from Etsy that I order always come through the front desk, never through the mailbox. Not even my water brush refills come that way. Oh, Anne wanted to chase her mailman down the other day. Didn't she, Sammy, if I remember correctly? I ordered some more stuff, actually. I mean, really, you don't have, Sammy, I don't mind you putting things in the mail. What I mind is that I have to literally put that book underneath several bigger books to flatten it out because it had a big bent. Really, he didn't need to do that, Sammy. So there was no reason for him to do that. Exactly. I'm like, I don't like that, Sammy. And especially the Color in Heaven magazines because, that's a trial subscription. If they come like that, that's going to make me not want to buy them. I'm going to have to go to the store to buy them because if they're not handling my mail correctly, that makes me upset. Yes, Anne had to go and chase her mailman. No, I know they have a hard time, and I go to the mailman. I buy a lot of my own packaging supplies. Okay, it's getting a little blunt. See, Sammy, it's not blunt. I suppose we all have mailmen that do things that defy explanation. Sometimes I wish I had a cat or a dog, but and then I think to myself, I'm grateful that I don't have one, because I think getting a cat or a dog or any kind of animal is a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. And then I think, oh my God, what if I wanted to go away? I could not go away. I would have to leave my dog or my cat or and I would think of my dog or my cat as family, and I wouldn't want to leave them alone with. Just anybody. Who am I going to complain to? Cats are not that easy to care for. Some of them can be a little finicky. I had a cat that when I was very young. Her name was Miss Garfield. Beautiful, beautiful calico. And she was just a stunning beauty, but boy was she a picky eater. Should I go darker with the water? I'm looking at the water and thinking that the water needs to be a little darker. Well, I have doorman. You know what I mean? Like, so the doorman can receive my packages. I remember Miss Garfield was a beautiful cat, but we couldn't understand how come she was always getting pregnant for like 4 years straight. Every year she would have a litter for 4 years. From the time she was two, from the time that cat was 2 to 6 years old, she would always have babies. And me and my mother were like, well, how is she getting out of the house? And I go, she may not be getting out of the house. It might be other cats in the neighborhood, the stray cats, that are getting in. Because at that time I lived in Sunset Park, and I was, what was I, like 8, 9, maybe 10 at the time. So sure enough, it was the stray cats that were getting in and impregnating her. So, after her last litter, me and my mother decided, you know what, we have to take her to the vet to get fixed, because it's becoming a problem. And there are too many cats that don't have good homes and things like that. And I just think it's sad that if you can't find a home for the babies, it becomes hard to find homes for the babies. And you really want to make sure that you give those babies to good homes. I love my cat. Miss Garfield had the most beautiful babies, though. Remember, we kept one of the kittens and named her, and she was a black and white one. She didn't come up calico like her mother. She actually was black and white. How many of you watch Kate's Coloring Heaven? Well, Louie reminds me of my Precious. My cat Precious looked just like Louie. Believe it or not. That's what Precious looked like. Only wing with green eyes. We never knew what the father of each baby was because that my cat had so many different colors. She had the tiger stripe one, ginger ones, black and white ones. And I think one litter she had a calico that was a lighter calico, but still, it was a beautiful male calico. I'd never seen a calico look like that before. And that's the water looks much darker, much better. I may color the rest. King Louis. King Louis reminds me of my Precious Sammy. Now, Precious was, when my cat Precious was younger, she was a very loving cat, but when she got older, she was not as loving. I don't know, she just had a way and a nasty temper as she got older, and I don't know what happened to her. I think when she became like 9 or 10, something happened, And then also what happened was, because we had Precious and her mother, after we fixed the Miss Garfield, which was what we called the calico, something changed in their relationship. She would always, Miss Garfield would always yell at her. Or Precious would hiss and howl at her. And we never understood why. It was like something, when we fixed that Miss Garfield, the relationship changed between them. I don't know what happened there. I've had cats, I've had dogs. For me, dogs are easier than cats. Don't get me wrong, I love cats. But dogs are a little bit more manageable. I just don't like cleaning a litter box. So is anybody still here? I'll probably have to clean more. I'm probably gonna have to. Oh guys, I got my shower fixed. Now let me tell you about what happened. Oh, Sharon, good luck on your shift. Night shifts are not easy to do on hospitals, so thank you for joining us. Thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy, guys, that you gave this video a thumbs up. It means the world to me. I also ordered a sketch box for a month. The new box that's coming out in September. So maybe if the boxes come the same time, the palette box and the sketch box, we may do a what's called which box is better. I want to see which box is better. Oh, today we are using the Blick Studio pencil, Sammy. Thank you, Joetta. Although there are always those people who aren't going to like what you do. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Because I always get more likes than thumbs down. You have to, I tell people all the time, you're not going to have people always like your video. Sometimes you're going to get thumbs down. And you know what? That's fine. You have to take the good with the bad. Not everybody is. Gail, that is dependent on the person. I've had people tell me they like this, they like the Staedtler's the best. I've had people tell me they like the Stabilo's the best. I've had people tell me they like the Ortiz's the best. You know, everybody is different, is going to tell you what they like differently. You know, same thing with markers. Oh, I like the brush tip markers better. No, I like the double-sided marker better. You know, everybody's going to tell you something different, Gail, but only you can judge for yourself what is better for you. Also, guys, with my colored pencil magazine, yes, I subscribe to that magazine. I got a new pencil and I don't even have them. I don't even know how these would work. And it broke on me right away. I got a Derwent Life Fast pencil. I do not even know what the hell I'm going to, sorry guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I used bad language and that was never my intention. It's called a Derwent Life Fast pencil. I got one of these in the mail and I'm like, I can't even afford these. Oh, Robin, that's terrible to lose a cat to like that. That's very heartbreaking to lose a pet like that because, you know, they become a member of your family. So I like the third layer we did on this. Better to make the color look a little bit more popped. It came out better actually using a third layer because I didn't like how the first two layers came out, but that's okay. So now I have to find the places where I put these and figure out what color mountains we're making them. What color mountains? Green, purple, red, orange. I think green hills would be nice. No, that's going to be too much. It's not dark enough green. That might clash too much. See, it's always funny to do this the way that I always like to lose. So what are you making, lovely Mr. Chip? So then I'm going to do dark green. Oh, you want purple mountains. So let's do purple mountains. We just did that. We did that for the flower. I like violet. That's like a purplish red. Okay, we'll do purple. Oh, what kind of chicken? Grilled? You know, before I had my lunch, I actually sat and made myself lunch after I had gone to the grocery store. We have, in New York City, we have lots of grocery stores, but, you know, the grocery stores have changed, and when I came here, there was hardly anything except an associate. And now, what's wrong with associates, you ask? Well, this is where all the people from, I don't want to call them projects, but that was what it was. You know, all the people from the projects would shop there, because you would see people literally with their, what is these little things called that people pay with their, they don't pay cash, but they pay food stamps. So when I started living in this neighborhood, there wasn't that many good stores, but now there's like tons of stores. And that whole complex where it used to be associates and a bunch of junky little stores is now one big giant complex. And they got in a really good supermarket now. See, Gail? Sometimes you just have to adjust the resolution. I do that for a lot of YouTubers too. I had to do that last night with the few people that I watched. If I stream tomorrow, it's going to be very lucky. But because I'm going to authors in the city tomorrow, I might not be able to stream, so. My mother wants me to clean. I've only given her half of what she wants. That's what, you know, it makes your life easier when people can see you in the best resolution. See, when I do the videos, when you guys get the color and chats and the flip throughs, I'm actually filming downstairs in my kitchen on my dining room table. But when I'm doing the live streams, we're actually in my bedroom and on my desk. Well, I should say not my bedroom, but the loft, which is my bedroom, which is the area that I'm responsible for keeping clean and neat. My mother says as long as I keep everything clean and neat, that she doesn't have a problem with me. Even when it's clean and neat, it looks like I have a lot of stuff. So, problem is that if I move anything from where it is, I can't find it later on when I need it. This is one reason why I don't like to clean, because I never know where anything is. No, that was a very good choice, whoever suggested Purple Hills. I guess because we have enough blue and green with Tattoo. I'm glad that we did a mermaid. There were 2 books in my collection that I have not been able to film because they're so big and huge that even if I angled the tripod higher, I have a problem with the tripod not working the way that it's supposed to work. This is violet. It's not a pure purple, but it's a really good purple. The thing is, I gotta choose colors that don't clash. And you know, if you look at a lot of artists' brand pencils, you know, one thing that I've been criticized for is that I don't use budget-friendly pencils, and I think that's not really a fair description of the channel. You know, I'm going to say something about this because budget is nice. Don't get me wrong. You can get a lot of nice pencils for not a lot of money, but there's something to be said about Prismas, Polys, and Luminants, you know, and even the Holbeins. Actually, Michelle, I'm getting better. This week I only got 2 books in, which is weird for me, Michelle, because you know how many books I usually get. Now, normally you'll see about 10 books. You guys are used to seeing about 5 or more, maybe even 10. So 2 books is not actually bad. Our teasers are very nice, but they're going to increase. Someone told me that if they come out with the 120 pencil line, 120 set, I heard that the price will go up. Joe Redder. And when the price goes up, then they're considered artist pencils, because right now, what are they, $30? I heard that when they come out with the 120 set, that they're going to be like $50 or $60. So, this is what I've been told. Anything under $50 is budget friendly. Now, if you go $50 to $100, that's called mid-range. Any pencil set that's over $100 is considered an artist pencil. So that's the way you judge the spectrum. Aw. No, colored pencils, Joetta. That's what I've been told. This is the way that you do, and if Michelle, here's how you justify that to your hubby. You get what you pay for in life. I'm not getting as much as I used to, Michelle. That purple is really popping for the picture. I'm just seeing something. Sometimes I get something on my feed. I love seeing what people do in Creative Haven Month. Remember, guys, visit the other co-hosts who are hosting Creative Haven Month with me as well. Sharon's Sanctuary. And her group, Facebook group is Color with Sharon and Friends. And then Ann over at A Colorful Life, which that's also what the Facebook group is called too. So if you guys get a chance to visit them too. Deborah, you know what you do when you want to buy higher things? Go to Corey Sharon and she can find you higher end pencils for a lot less money. That's one option, to go to Corey. Second option, look for sales and deals, Deborah. Look for deals and sales on your pencil supplies, because occasionally things do go on sale. I was very disappointed in Prime Day, by the way, because there wasn't enough art supplies. The only things that were on sale were Artezas. And I already had the Arteza pencils, a second set. So that's the first thing you should do, Deborah. Second thing, take $5 to $10 every week, put it in an envelope. And then when you save $150, $200, or $300, see what the prices are of things. Go to your local art stores. Also clip coupons. Coupons are very important. See if you can get coupons for your local art stores, because that'll help you with the price. And you will put $5, $10 away every week in a little envelope. Then you save it, and then you will be able to buy a set of really nice pencils. So think about that, you know, when you guys want to buy. Okay, guys, what color should this be? What color should the sky be? Orange? I'm thinking orange. And a yellow sun. And I'll tell somebody, you can justify. Where is red? I'm looking for a nice red. That's orange. Why is there so few reds in this set? Do you want pink? Well, if we do pink, we have to make it a really deep pink. Okay, this is a good pink. The only two sets that I want left, Robin, for me, I gotta complete the Thick Blick set. So I want a bigger set of Dick Flicks. I want the full 72 and the grays. I'll probably buy the grays next because they're cheap. Um, I do have a list of pencils I want. I want to finish getting my Dick Blick set. I want to finish getting the rest of the pencils set that I need for luminance. Um, I want a full set of Holbeins. I want a backups. Michelle, that's fine. I don't mind you posting on my group. I would like that. I think people in my group would very much appreciate that. I think that's an awesome idea. Thank you for that. So we'll do pink. So what color should, you know what, we'll finish doing the sky, this part, and then this is pink. I would too, Robin. If they make the 120 set for our teasers, I'll gladly buy them. You know, one of the things that some people are complaining about are the Schrift Farbens being out of set. And I'm kind of now really happy that I bought that backup set of them when I did, because you know, to me, if I can't buy a second set, these are very reasonably priced, believe it or not. These are cheaper than the Prismas open stock. The guy at the Blick store is really helpful. You know, I have like, there's like 5 Blick stores in New York City. Grace's Coloring Corner is my Facebook group. If somebody could give Chica the link, and I don't ask anybody anything. Most of the time I just let you in, but I do have to approve you. So sometimes I don't let everybody in, because I know some people like to come in and then they don't really contribute. So, but most people I let in. The people I don't let in are the people who have either no coloring book group, who have no groups that they're in other than one group. You know, at least if you're in a coloring book group, I know that you are at least interested in coloring. Michelle, I'm going to make you a moderator so you can add the link. Michelle is now a moderator, guys. I've made her a moderator so now she can give you guys links. Michelle, you can now post links. I made you a mod. Don't abuse it. So I'm going to just take a sip of water. I still have to put dishes away. I still have to finish doing my stacking the shelves post for my book blog, which is like a link of things that we get during the week, where we post things, where I post my coloring book pictures that I've completed every week. Michelle, that would be a separate live stream in itself, and it'd probably be as long as Dee Dee's coloring book collection, just to tell you the truth. Dee Dee, her 4-hour collection. Take care and eat and have health. Before I started this stream, I ate my lunch, so I would be well rested. That's a different ball game, Michelle. That stream would take so long. Hi, Modernist. How are you? Deb is here, everybody. Michelle, I would drink on camera if you paid me. Okay, guys, what color should the sunset be? I'm thinking red. We'll take the little pen, the gel pen retractables for that. I saw, but after the stream, I'll approve you. After the stream is over, I'll approve you, Deb. That's it. These things have little... These are retractable gel pens from Wexwood. I bought them off of, bought them from Drain Reed. They were in the back to school supplies. Oh, that's too pink. I thought that was red. Here, it might be red. This might be red. Oh, yeah. You show up as a mod because you have a blue little wrench and you're in bold. Well, other people have helped me with the color combo stuff, so. Also, these gel pens here that you see, I bought these at Drain Reed about a week or two, and I forgot to show them in the haul, and I had forgotten that I had gotten them. These are what you call retractable gel pens, and they were 10, and they were $6. I got them at Drain Reed. They weren't a lot of money. So. You know, I have the same problem where I'm now in more groups than I can possibly follow. It's always hard to remember. Oh, no, I need to keep that pink out. So it's hard. Hey, Kayla. How are you? You know, sometimes it's hard to remember how many groups you're in. And then you have to try and remember, oh, am I participating in this group or am I participating in that group? You know, it's never... I think we're going to use vermilion. It's like an orangey red. Oh, I think it goes well with the sun. Oh, that's not bad actually. This is vermilion, so it's like an orange color with a little tint. We're coloring from Creative Haven Mermaids. Most of this picture has been done using Blick Studio pencils. So I'm doing that. Can't believe I'm almost done with this picture. You know, the thing about their books, the Creative Haven books, is that you get a lot of bang for your buck. What I mean is that they're good value. No, sometimes you get paper and you're like, why did I spend this much money on this book? And it's not even that good of a paper. They're good. I like them because if you're a heavier handed colorist, for me, I'm more of a heavy handed colorist. And so sometimes it's harder to color. Sometimes, you know, my Prismas, I love my Prismas, don't get me wrong. Now that I'm starting to layer more things with them and do more things with them, sometimes you just are like, don't break on me, don't break on me, and then they break. But I'm noticing if I go really light with them, they don't break as hard. I think we need to have the second one also this color. So guys, should we color this red or purple? Thinking purple again, but a different purple. Lighter purple. Red violet. I'm not sure if you guys have it in the UK, but Dev, I know that Blix does do international orders. Only thing with that, when you do order from Blix, remember now that you guys have to pay the GST, and not all companies include that in the price. If you guys were watching Zargo, she was explaining how much more expensive it's gotten for her to buy things. And you know, it's only a matter of time before we feel it here in the US that we're not going to be able to get things from other countries. Don't get me wrong, we have Printworks, we have Etsy, we have Amazon, we have Book Depository. Now, most of those companies will cover GST, but not every company. Like Etsy, you have to remember, is a place of different vendors. So they sell differently to different people. We can't always... I'm streaming, Mom. So you can't always... I have to tell my mother, she just came home. She came home, so... Hi, Essie. I'm good. We've been streaming for quite a while. So guys, next week, do you want to, if we color tomorrow, if I manage to get a stream out to you guys tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream or not. They do not. They do not take coupons from other stores. I know for a while that Bed Bath & Beyond was doing that. Thank you. I really like her. And you know what's funny is that I didn't do it with Prismas. I did it with Blick pencils and some new gel pens. Just very little with the gel pens. Just tiny little stuff here and there. But I did it with my Blicks. Thank you. You know, we must really all thank Anne, because Anne invited me to join in as one of her co-hosts for Creative Haven Month. And I must say, I am really happy that I did join in with you guys. Oh, why is they always honking their cars and their car alarms get off? It annoys me. So, and that's that. You guys made me do a pink, purple, and red, and orange, and red sky, which is really coming out nice. I normally don't do backgrounds, but I'm actually glad that I'm doing the sky like this, because it gives it a little bit more of a pop. So guys, what book would you like me to color in the next time we stream? Because Hold on, guys. I'm getting them out. So, I have the 3 books here. Me too. It gave me a chance to work in some books that I haven't worked in a while. What was wrong with your eye, Robin? Did they tell you what was bothering the eye? Oh my God. I thought the laser eye surgery was to fix it, not make you worse. Or are you healing after the surgery? Because that's terrible. You know, I would always be afraid to go under the knife for anything. Any kind of surgery is always scary because there are always complications that something could go wrong. You know, I wish I had a piece of paper to make this easier on me. Hold on, guys. I see a piece of paper. Sometimes I do this when I'm, sometimes I do this for edge work, because when you're doing the edge work of your paper, you want to not go to the next page, accidentally put the color on the next page if it's something with a C on the word or theme. Oh, God, Robin. Very bad doctors. They should try and... Is there any way they can fix it, or no? It's done, it's permanent. Or are they giving you time to recover and that it's you're gonna have to have another surgery? Okay, so the eye drops should help you. It's just gonna take time. I'll keep you in my prayers too, Robin. That's just, I can't even imagine seeing out of one eye. I've also been going through my purses to see if there was anything left in there, just to see what I want and what I don't want anymore, because I have, I wouldn't say a big collection of purses, but I do have a nice size thing of purses, a nice size selection, not a nice, well, I have a small selection of purses that I'm no longer using, so, you know, why keep them in the house if I'm not using them? Hopefully it gets better with time. So are you applying them yourself, or are you having somebody apply them for you? So that's good. That's good to know, Robin. How many of you are getting the new fairy book that's coming out on the 15th from Creative Haven? I know I have pre-ordered that one. And that will do well for Zoe's challenge too, which Zoe Archer is doing Fairy August. I know Colin F is doing Ladies and People. Shalina and Dollar Diva are doing August. I'm probably not gonna, when I'm done with the book, I probably will take the pictures out that I want. But I'm very happy with how this came out, actually, guys, and we are finished with this picture. I am very happy with how she came out. And this was all using Blick pencils and some new gel pens from this company, Wexford. So, I want to thank you guys so much. I really like the sky. And we did this with Blick pencils. Remember that, guys. We did not do this with Prismas, but we did it with Blick pencils and a few little gel pens. So, thank you guys. So, before we leave, on the next stream, what would you guys like me to color? Which Creative Haven book would you like me to color out of next? Beautiful Angels. I have not done a single picture in this book. One will be Beautiful Angels. Number 2, Magical Landscapes. Number 3, Cats and Dogs coloring book. This is a Dover book, even though I bought it from Michael. So, I did not know that Michelle put that link up in the group. So, what would you guys like me to color? 1, 2, or 3? Remember, 3 can also serve for Shalene's coloring longer. So what do you guys, I have 1 row for Angels, 2 for Angels. I know they're coming out with a Beauty of Horror Christmas one. I haven't gotten the Beauty of Horror 3 yet, so I'm hoping I'll get it. Just a matter of time. So, I see we all are voting on Angels. So Angels is the book that we'll vote on. So, let's see what picture you guys want me to color from. This one. When you guys tell me to stop. Oh, wait a minute. When you guys tell me to stop. So you guys can see the full picture. There's some lovely pictures in here. You guys gotta tell me when to stop if you see a picture you like. This is some of the pictures in it, so I will probably select one. So we've all selected Angels. Angels wins. Which flipped through because there's several Japanese. I have a lot of Japanese coloring books on my channel. If you're talking about the little Bonjour Paris, I got that off of Amazon. This one? You guys want this one, or do you want the one before it? Oh, why can't I find the little flags? Why do I not have my flags on me? Why is it when you need something you can't find the flags? This one? Okay. I am just going to put a blue sticky on it so we know when we stream next time that's the color, that's the picture that we're going to do next. Okay, guys, thank you for this very much. That book I got at Amazon Japan, Sharon. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I have enjoyed filming this stream for you guys. Thank you. Oh, don't worry, Michelle. I'll find the group. So thank you guys very much for letting me come into your homes and watching this picture. Thank you so much. It's okay. You got to enjoy the stream can't read the thing, but thank you guys for coming.